A pleasant morning to all my dears. It's yes Purnima Devi Miss. Happy to see you all again. Now you have promoted to 7th standard. Congratulations my dears. Now we are in a pandemic situation. So we should be very safe. Stay home, stay healthy. Always remember 3 C's. What are they? Cover your face with a mask. Clean your hands often. Contain and stay at your home. That's the only medicine for all of us now. Be safe, take healthy food, and be healthy. Here you are in a 7th standard. It's our first English class, isn't it or not, Ma? Yes, thank you. So, before going to the class, we shall pray. Hope you all prayed already. Now it's my turn for praying. Sit directly, all of you. Close your eyes. It's now my time. நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Thank you, Ma. Now, open your eyes. Yes, before going to the class, we shall work out our brain. Okay. Now, for most of the days, for many days, you didn't think much, isn't it or not? Now you can see two pictures here, isn't it? Or you may think these are same as the one, but it is not. There are three differences in it. What is it? Take your own time. It's very easy one. Yes, ma. Take it. Take your own time. There are three differences. Can you spot it? Yes, thank you. Here you can spot the differences, isn't it? Take your own time. You can see it easily because it is an easy difference picture. Okay, here. Yes, there are three differences I told. First one is the bone which is kept in the bowl. Yes, the bone. Second one is the fruit which is fallen from the back tree. Isn't it or not? There are three fruits. Here only two fruits are there. Third one is the leaf from the bush which is nearby the dog. Yes, ma, can you find it out? Thank you. Okay, shall we go to the class? Now you are ready to learn, isn't it or not? Here are some pictures. Name the festivals of the following pictures. Yes. What is the festival, ma? Very good. It is a Onam. It is a Onam festival. So here Onam is a annual festival in Kerala. Okay, it is an annual festival in Kerala. It is also a harvest festival, which is a harvest festival of Kerala, which is our harvest festival, ma. Very good. Okay, second picture is, which festival is it? We like it very much. What is it? Festival, ma? Famous festival, Diwali. What is it? Diwali. It is a Hindu festival of lights. Okay, Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights. It symbolizes the victories of light over darkness. Okay, it symbolizes the victory of light. It symbolizes the victory of light over darkness. Okay, ma. Here, a delicious festival. Yes, a delicious food. What is it? It is a festival. It is Pongal, isn't it or not? Yes, Pongal. It is a multi-day Tamil harvest festival of South India. Okay, so here it is a multi-day. Pongal is a multi-day Tamil harvest festival of South India. Okay, ma. Next, shall we go to the next picture, ma? First one we have seen it Onam, then Diwali. Now it is Pongal. The next one is what is it, ma? It's a Christmas festival, isn't it or not? Yeah, Christmas. It is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so it is a Christianity festival. It is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ. What is the festival, ma? It is a Christmas festival. Very good. Next one. What is it? Lori festival. What is it? Lori festival. You may you haven't know about it, isn't it or not? Yes, here Lori, it is a popular winter Punjab folk festival. Okay, from the pictures, from the persons, you can see it is a Punjab festival. Okay, it is a Punjab folk festival which is celebrated in winter. Okay, so it happens at the end of the traditional month. Okay, it happens at the end of the traditional month, and it is a popular winter folk festival which is celebrated by Hindus and Sikhs. Hindus as well as Sikhs. Okay. Shall we move to the next picture? Yes. We know it. What is it? Ramzan. We call it a Ramadan. Ramadan. It is a Ramzan festival. It is a ninth month of the Islamic calendar. So it is a holy month of fasting. Fasting, not having food. That is a holy month of fasting festival. Okay, ma. Next, shall we go to the next picture, ma? It is a, you may not know about it. It is a Eid festival. What is it? Eid festival. So it is a holy celebration when the Muslims come together and hug each other with the promises of charity, kindness, harmony and brotherhood. Okay, wow. So what is the festival? Eid festival. So Eid, it is a holy celebration when the Muslims come together and hug each other with the promises of charity, kindness, harmony and brotherhood. Okay, ma. So can you recall the festivals? First one, yes, Onam festival, Diwali, Pongal. Then fourth one, what is it, ma? Yes, Christmas, Lori, Ramzan, Eid. Okay. Now, shall we go to the lesson, ma? Shall we go to the lesson? You may think, what is the connection between festivals and the lesson? You may ask. But actually, this lesson is about a festival. That's why I am giving you the pictures of festivals. Okay. Shall we go to the lesson? Now, take your book, and it's your new book for this new academic year. Okay. You are in 7th standard. Here are interesting stories given. Let's we see one by one. Shall we go, ma? Yes. Now, we shall know about the lesson. First lesson. What is your first lesson? Eidgah. Okay, Eidgah. What is it? Eidgah. Okay, here, what is the festival about? Eidgah. That you mean nothing but it is a festival of breaking the fast. I told you, fasting, it means not having food in. So, here it is a festival of breaking the fast, which is celebrated by Muslims worldwide. Okay, so it is a festival of breaking the fast, which is celebrated by the Muslims worldwide. Okay, here, what is the story about? You may ask. It is a story about a little boy named Hamid and his grandmother Amina. Okay. Then one more thing is Eidgah. It is a festival of Muslims. It is a conclusion of the 29 or 30 days of dawn to sunset fasting during the entire month of Ramadan. That is Eidgah. Now, come to the author. Who is the author? Here, the author is Munshi Premchand. Who is the author, ma? Munshi Premchand. What is the lesson? Eidgah. Who is the author? Munshi Premchand. Okay, let's we know about Munshi Premchand. He was an Indian writer. He was a famous Indian writer for his modern Hindu Urdu literature. Okay, Indian writer. He was a famous Indian writer for his modern Hindi Urdu literature. He wrote a dozen novels. What do you mean dozen? We can say, we used to tell it a dozen of bangles. That you mean 12. A dozen novels, not 12 novels. And 250 short stories he has written. Okay, he was a famous Indian writer. And he wrote that famous lesson. What is it? Eidgah. What is it? Eidgah. Now, come to your page. Come to your page, ma 86, ma. Take your page, ma 86. Yes. Here, some pictures are given to you. Isn't it or not? There are some pictures of festival. You come to the point. Eidgah. Here some festivals are given. One is written already. What is it? Diwali. It is written. Before knowing the answer, take a pencil and sharp it well. I know. Now you are searching for your pencil. Isn't it or not? Get it and sharp it soon. Yes. Here there are how many festivals given? 8 festivals given. First one is they have given you Diwali. They have given you Diwali. What about the next one? We know it. What is it? Now only we have seen it. What is it? Pongal. What is it? Pongal. Next one. Hugging ceremony. What is it? Eidgah. What is it? Eidgah. Next one. Very good. It's a Christmas. Next one. Holi. Yes, very good. Next one. Yeah, it's a Ramjan. Next one. Flowers festival. Which one is it? Very good. It is a Onam. The last one, a dolls festival. Very good. Navratri. What is it? Navratri. Now, take a pencil. Write neatly. Write neatly in your book. The answers are given there. Write neatly. First one is Pongal. 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 Second one is Eidgah. 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 Fourth picture is Christmas. 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 Fourth one is colorful festival. Holi. 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 Written. Next one is Ramzan. 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 Yes. Thank you. Next one. Onam. 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 Yes, ma. Next one. Navratri. Look at the spelling. Navrath or Navrath or I. Okay, ma. Written. So after writing this answers near to the Navratri, that answer, write today's date. Write today's date, ma. Then send a picture of this page after writing the answer. Okay. Take a shot and send me the picture of this page. Okay. That's why I can correct your book. Now, shall we go to the lesson? Come to your page. Come to your lesson, ma. What is the lesson? What is the lesson, ma? Eidgah. Who wrote that? Who wrote that, ma? Munshi Premchand. Who wrote that? Munshi Premchand. Come to your page by 86. Yes, it's given 86 la section 1. Here they have given you 3 sections. Let me see the first section. Yes, keep a finger on that line, all of you. Keep a finger on that line. Section 1, reading. Listen to the teacher, read this section. Keep a finger on that line. How wonderful and beautiful was the morning of Eid. The trees looked greener, the field more festive, the sky had a lovely pink glow, the sun seemed brighter and more dazzling than before to wish the world a very happy Eid. So here it is a it happens in the festival of Eid. Okay, so all were excited. So here you have that word dazzling, that you mean bright, bright. So here what is it given now? It was that morning, that Eid morning was a beautiful and wonderful morning, because it was Eid festival. It was a Eid festival. So all were happy there. The trees looked greener and fresh. So what about the morning? It was a beautiful and wonderful, because it was a Eid festival. Those trees looked greener and fresh. What about the sky now? It was a lovely pink glow. It had a lovely pink glow, which is given in the picture. The sun was brighter and dazzling. So the sun was dazzling there. So here, what was the morning? It was the morning of Eid. How do the trees look like? The trees look greener and more festive. What about the sky? The sky had a lovely pink glow, which is more brighter. The sun, which is more brighter, the sun. Here the author is telling about the sun. Before the wishes of everyone to the festival of Eid, the sun going to wish all. This seems to be likes to be. Here the author describes the sun how now. Before the wishes of everyone, the sun is going to wish all the persons for Eid festival. This seems likes to be. Okay. Now shall we move to the next para? Keep a finger on that line. The village was filled with excitement. Everyone was up early to go to the Eidgah. The boys were more excited than the others. They had been talking about it all the time. Finally, the day had come, and now they were impatient. They were taking their treasure out of their pockets, counting and recounting it before putting it back. Mahmoud counted 1, 2, 3, 10, 12. He had 12 coins. Mohsin had 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 15 coins. With this money, they would buy countless things: toys, sweets, paper bites, rubber balls, and much more. So, here you have that word impatient, that you mean not calm. That exactly we can say restlessly eager. Restlessly eager. Here is the festival of Eid. So all were excited there. The village was happy. You can see it in the picture. The village was happy, and the people woke up early in the morning. Eidgah, here they have given Eidgah. It is a place. It is a place. It is an open air place. It is an open air place where mosque prayers are offered by the Muslim. So here Eidgah is a place. It is an open air place where mosque prayers are offered by the Muslims. You can see it in the picture. That place is called Eidgah. That place is called Eidgah. Okay. So the boys were even waiting for it. For a number of days they were waiting. You think of yourself, which is your favorite festival? That is, for example, it's your favorite festival. Diwali na, you are waiting for a long time for Diwali, for wearing new dresses, eating new sweets. You are waiting like that. Here, that boys from the village, they were eagerly waiting for the festival of Eid. Okay, they are eagerly waiting for the festival of Eid. So, what happened there? Let we see. So the boys are even waiting for it. Even now it's their time to celebrate Eid. So they concluded that. So they could not be calm. They were excited. They were excited. Whatever the festival may be, we are happy in that time. It is colorful, isn't it or not? Now they were taking their treasure from their packet. What do you mean treasure? Now here the valuables. Okay. Now they were taking their treasure from the packet. They were taking it and counting and again recounting and putting it back in their packet. So you may think treasure night means jewels, gold. You may think, but here the treasure refers to the coins. According to the little boys, it was their treasure. Mahmoud was a boy and he started to count his coins like 1, 2, 3. He had 12 coins. How many coins? 12 coins. Mahmoud had 12 coins. Next one is Mohsin. Here, how many coins did he have? Now, he had 15 coins. Mahmoud had 12 coins. Mohsin had 15 coins. They would buy a lot of things for these coins like toys, sweets, paper balls, paper bites, rubber balls and much more. They are going to buy it. We don't know it. So we conclude the morning was very beautiful and wonderful. All the village people were eagerly waiting to celebrate Eidgah festival. So the boys were very eager. The first one boy, who was that? Mahmoud had 12 coins. Mohsin had 15 coins. What did they do with the coins? They would buy something to play. Okay. Let's we go to the next point, next para. Come to the next para. Keep a finger on that line. The happiest of the boys was Hamid. He was only 4, thin and poorly dressed. Last year, his father had died of cholera. Then his mother also died. From then, Hamid lived with his old granny Amina and was as happy as a lark. She told him that his father had gone to earn money and that his mother had gone to Allah to get some lovely gifts for him. This made Hamid very happy. Hamid had no shoes on his feet. The cap on his head was soiled and tattered. So here the main character of the story, the author introduced here only. What is the name of the boy now? Hamid. Among the boys, there was a boy named Hamid. Here the author told the story of Hamid. He was only 4 years old then. He was a thin boy. He was poorly dressed. Last year only, his father died of cholera. His mother also died. He lived with his grandmother. What is the name of the grandmother? Amina. What is the name of the grandmother? Amina. Yes. He was very happy now. As a child, he could not understand about his situation. So his granny Amina said that his father had gone to earn money. His mother had gone to Allah to get some lovely gifts. So as a boy, he believed that story and he was happy then. Being a poor guy, he had no shoes. He wore a cap on his head which is tattered and soiled. Here tattered you mean torn. Tattered you mean torn. Okay, va? So here who were the character that the author introduced? First one is Mahmoud. He is a boy. He had 12 coins. Second one is Mosin. He had 15 coins. Third one is the important character of the story. Who is it? Hamid. Hamid was a poor guy. He lost his parents. He lived with his grandmother Amina, who is the fourth character. Amina. So, whatever the situation may be, he could not understand the situation because he was a little boy. So, according to him, he was happy. That's all. Okay. Shall we move to the next point, ma? Next para. Yes. Shall we move? Keep a finger on that line. He know that his father would come back with the socks full of silver and his mother with a gift from Allah. Then he would have more than Mahmud, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Hamid granny Amina was sad. It was Eid and she did not have even a handful of grains. If only her son were there, it would have been a different kind of Eid. Hamid went to his grandmother and said, Granny, I will be the first to get back. Don't worry. Amina was worried. Other boys were going out with their fathers. How could she let him go to the fair all by himself? So, here the author explained about Amina's situation. Let's we see. Hamid was a poor boy and he believed that his father would come back with socks full of silver and his mother would come and would get more gift from Allah. He believed that story. We know it actually it won't happen. It wouldn't happen. But according to the boy, he believed that story which was told by his grandmother. Who was a grandmother? Amina. Who was a grandmother? Amina. Yes. Then he would have more than Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. They were the friends of Hamid. Okay. Who were they? Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Who were they? Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Yes. All the villagers were happy, but Amina was sad. You may ask, why was she sad? Here is the reason. Because she had no money to buy anything for his grandson Hamid. And also, she didn't have even a handful of grains to eat. Okay, so she didn't have anything. As a little one, he would feel bad. As a little one, he would feel bad. But Hamid was happy. He tried to console his granny. Who was the granny? Amina. Amina was worried as the other boys were going with their father. But Hamid could not. She thought of his son. Oh, Amina's son was the dash of Hamid. Amina's son was the dash of Hamid. Very good. Father of Hamid. Okay, va? So they were no more. The parents were no more. It is not possible. But Amina thought of his children. Okay, va? Okay, let's go to the next para, the last para in section 1. Ma. Shall we go? Yes. Come to the point. Hamid left with the boys. Hamid was like one with wings on his feet. They ran on ahead of the elders and waited for them under a tree. They reached the suburbs of the town. Of both sides of the road were big houses of the rich. In the gardens, mango and lychee trees were full of fruits. Then they came across the stores of the sweet vendors, all decorated so gaily. Even store had sweets piled up in heaps like mountains. So Here he describe about the festival time shops. Okay, va? So here come to know that point suburbs you mean outlying area. Suburbs you mean outlying area. Gailing you means in bright colors. Gailing you means in bright colors. So here what happened there? Let's we see. Hamid, as a little boy, he wanted to go with his elders. Who were the elders? Mahmud, Mohsin, Noori, and Sami. So he wanted to go with his elders. He waited under a tree for the elders. They reached the suburbs. Suburbs, you mean outlying area. They reached there. The roads had big houses on each side. The roads had big houses on each side. So here Hamid wanted to go with his elders. He waited under a tree. They reached there and they wanted to go to the festival. Okay. Then what about the roads? The roads had big houses on each side. So here the author told about the surroundings. Okay, first one is they reached the outlying area. The roads had big houses on each side. There were mango and lychee trees. Mango and lychee trees. Mango trees, you know, lychee tree, you can see it in the picture. Lychee trees everywhere. So what about the road? The road had big houses on each side. What were the trees? There were mango and lychee trees everywhere. How was the trees? It was full of fruits. The trees were full of fruits. Then they came across the sweet winters. They came across the sweet winters. We know it is a festival time now. We prefer only the sweets, isn't it or not? In a festival time, temple festival was there now. There were a number of sweet vendors, isn't it or not? So like that here, each festival they came across the sweet vendors. Sweet vendors, you can see it in the picture. All the sweets were in bright colors. We know it. The sweets now, it's ever tasty. It's ever delicious. Here, it is in a bright colors. According to that, it is in bright colors. Then, and the sweets were piled like mountains. It is heaped like this in this picture, ma. You can see it. It was piled like the mountain. It was piled like the mountain. So here, what is your lesson, ma? Shall we recall it? What's your lesson? Eidgah by who's the author? Munshi Premchand. Who is the author? Munshi Premchand. Okay, va? So how was the morning now? It was a beautiful and wonderful morning. The trees looks greener. The sun was brighter. The sky was pink. So all were excited. The villagers were excited to celebrate Eid festival. Here the author introduced some characters. First one is Mahmud. He was a little boy. He had 12 coins. Next one is yes, very good. Mohsin. He had 15 coins. Then the third one, the important character of this story, who was it? Hamid. Who was it? Hamid. He was a poor little boy. Then he was a thin boy. His father died of cholera. His mother also died. So he lost his parents. He lived with his granny. What is the name of the grandmother? Very good. Amina. What is the name of the grandmother? Amina. He lived with his grandmother Amina. So his grandmother told a story. She created a story to console his grandson Hamid. What is the story? Nothing but his father had gone to earn money and his mother had gone to Allah to get some gift for Hamid. So what happened there? Here the boy, as a little boy, he waited for his mother and his father with the socks. He believed that his father would come with the socks full of silver, and mother would come with gifts from Allah. He was waiting there. Then here, who were the elders of Hamid? Mahmud, Mohsin, Noori, Sami. Who were they? Mahmud, Mohsin, Noori, Sami. Okay. So at the time Eid festival, at the Eid festival time, all were happy except his grandmother Amina, because she didn't have anything in his hand to spend for his grandson Hamid. So she was very sad, but as a little boy, Hamid was so happy and excited to see Eid festival. He wanted to go to the festival, so he went there and waited there under a tree for the elders. Who were the elders? Mahmud, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Very good. Then they reached the festival. They reached to the festive corner. Then there, he described the roads. How was the roads? The roads were big houses on the rich, both sides, and the big houses belonged to the rich. Then what about the gardens now? It covered with mango and lychee trees. Mango and lychee trees. Then what about the stores now? Everywhere it was sweet vendors. Okay, everywhere it was a sweet vendors. The sweets looked very bright. Then the sweets were piled up like a mountain, which is given in the previous pictures. Okay, ma. Let's we see the remaining part in tomorrow's class. Now it's our homework time. Number of days you haven't touched your homework note, isn't it or not? Now it's your time to do the homework. Okay, ma. What's your today's homework? Nah, nothing but I'm going to give you 10 D words. Write 2 times and read well. Okay. While you are reading, read aloud. Then only you can memorize it easily. Okay. What is your D words now? First one, Eidgah. 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 Second one, beautiful. Third one, excitement. Fourth one, impatient. Fifth one, recounting. Sixth one, treasure. Seventh one, Mahmud. Eighth one, Mohsin. And the ninth one, Hamid. Only you have 9 D words. So write 2 times and send a picture of your homework. Write the date. Write properly. Draw a line. First draw a line. Write the date. Write the subject name. Then write the homework neatly. D words. Give the heading D words. Write one by one, that is 9 D words. Then write it, make it 2 times and send a picture of your homework to my number. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed today's class. Isn't it or not, ma? Yes. Let we see what happened there. What happened to the Hamid. Whether he celebrated it or not. We shall see in tomorrow's class. Thank you, ma. Have a good day.